The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance into a single elimination in-season tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Las Vegas. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap as you watch the Baltimore Ravens totally dominate the Houston Texans by the score of 31-2. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry were sensational. Again, thank you for joining us on Christmas Day. And no matter what you celebrate, be it Christmas, be it Hanukkah, be it Kwanzaa, or just a holiday, happy holidays. Hopefully it was safe, it was joyous, and you got an opportunity to spend it with family, friends, and loved ones. Again, y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That guy is Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And because it's Christmas and you're here with us, thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support in 25 and beyond.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. We have it in stock. The holidays is here. What better way to celebrate the holidays than with a bottle of Shea by Le Portier? If you currently live in a city or a state that doesn't carry it, or you're not even close to one of those states, order it and we'll ship it right to your door. And one more thing, please drink responsibly. Please go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media and the clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. Our newest release just dropped last month. We have T-shirts, sweats, as well as stocking stuffers such as beanies, koozies, the beanies, which I'm wearing, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so please make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Hopefully the orders, everyone has started receiving their orders. You should have them by Thursday and Friday, so everybody's orders should be fulfilled by the end of this week. And again, thank you for your continued support. Let us know what you think. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop, are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February 6th in New Orleans. Great guests on schedule. Be there. You don't want to miss this. We've been nominated for 2 Sports Podcast Awards, Best Sports American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Again, Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Please go vote for us. The link is at the chat. And it's also pinned on our social pages as well as our social bios. Ocho.
Yeah.
As I mentioned at the top, behind a dominant run game, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry throttled the Houston Texans by a score of 31-2. They took over first place because the Steelers lost earlier today.
Right.
They took over the first place in the AFC North. Lamar Jackson only had to throw the ball 10 times. He completed 10 of those for 168 yards. 2 touchdowns while rushing for 87 yards on 4 carries, including a 48-yard touchdown run. Derrick Henry, 148 rush yards, 27 carries, and a touchdown. He had 86 yards in the first carry. Right. And so he also set a single season total touchdown record as far as running backs and receivers. Everybody. He had 16 total touchdowns, and he broke the record that he shared with Ray Rice. But the Ravens look really, really good today. They look dominant on both sides of the football, and that's what you want to see heading into the playoffs. As the season winds down, you want to start playing some of your best football, and the Baltimore Ravens are doing that.
So this is what I have a question for you now. Now, based on what we saw from Lamar Jackson today, Derrick Henry shouldered the load. Derrick Henry shouldered the whole package based on why they won the game. So as far as the MVP race is concerned, when we talked last time, you said to you, Lamar Jackson is the MVP, somewhat running away with it, especially after today's win. Is your thoughts on your MVP going to change once we see the Bills, Josh Allen play tomorrow, and he puts up another unbelievable Superman performance? Or are we sticking with Lamar the next 2 games?
I think it's close, Ocho. And the thing is that the question is, if they win tomorrow, they clinch the second seed.
Yes, sir.
So does Josh Allen play the final game of the season? Lamar's going to play because right now they're in number 1. They're in first place in the AFC North.
Right.
Now, if Pittsburgh wins next week and Baltimore lose, Pittsburgh re-jumps them. And so now they're on the road for the first game instead of being at home.
Okay, let me give you a small tidbit real quick. So this weekend, matter of fact, Saturday, the Bengals play the Broncos, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So after the Bengals beat the Broncos, the following week, the Bengals are playing the Steelers.
Yes.
And the Bengals have to win the next 2 games in order to get out of the hunt and be in the playoffs and have somewhat of a wild card.
Correct.
So
but they also got to hope the Broncos lose against Kansas City, in which Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and a lot of their starters aren't going to play because they've sold up the number 1 seed. You're not going to risk it. So now you got Kansas City that's not going to play any of their starters next week. Chris Jones is out. He missed today. So now you're looking at Kansas City. Mahomes is not playing. He's going to be in street clothes. Travis Kelce will be in street clothes. A lot of their starters will be in street clothes. Now you got to place. You only got like 8 offensive linemen. A lot of your offensive linemen got to play, Ocho.
They don't have no choice.
They got no choice. But some of your skill position, you might call up some of your practice squad guys, give them an opportunity to get a real game check in a situation like that. But you're absolutely right. Bengals have to win their last 2. Hope the Broncos lose their last 2. But they also got to hope Indy and Miami lose 1. But if Indy and Miami win out, it doesn't matter what the Bengals do. It doesn't matter what the Broncos do. So they're behind the Bengals. They're behind the Dolphins. They're behind the Colts. And they're behind the Broncos. So they need the Broncos to lose their last 2. And they need Indy and Miami to lose at least 1 while they went out.
Hey, can Ash hear me? Can Ash
hear
me? Ash, who does Indy last 2 games, and who are the Dolphins' last 2 games? Please tell me it's somebody that's difficult, or teams that have winning records.
I think they got Buffalo. I know
we good.
No. Miami got no, but see, here's the thing. Remember, as a matter of fact, they got the Jets tomorrow. The Buffalo got the Jets and the Patriots. Miami has the Browns and the Jets.
Oh, that's not fair. Hell no, man.
And Indy got Tennessee.
Indy has Giants and Jags.
Indy has the Giants and the Jags. Where do they play?
At Giants, home versus Jags.
They're at the Giants, home versus the Jags. So you need a lot of things to really, really go right for you guys in order to really make the playoff. And Ocho, this is what we always say. I hated that because I've been in that situation with the Bengals are in because we didn't take care of our business early in the season. Now I got to hope and pray. Man, I'm praying somebody else lose. I'm praying this happen.
Right.
No, all you had to do was take care of what you're supposed to, and then you get to sit back and hope somebody else has to do that dirty work. I don't have to worry about that. But I think Kansas City likes where they are. They're like, look, we did what we needed to do. We went on the road and they dominated the Steelers on both sides of the football.
Yeah.
We're good. We got to buy nothing nobody else do. Now we get an opportunity to rest up.
Yeah.
And if you look at Ocho, the last couple of games, they look really good. This was Patrick Mahomes' best game. 3 clean games.
Easily.
He threw the ball really well. They did a great job of throwing the football because, look, against the Steelers is like you got to be convicted to run the football. You don't run the football on the Steelers on accident. You have to be committed. The word I want to be committed. You got to be committed no matter who you're – if you want to run the football, Ocho, it's a commitment.
Yeah.
You look at the Ravens. That's why the Ravens, for the most part, they 1 or 2 in the league in rushing. Why?
Right.
Because they make a commitment to run the football.
No matter
when
what.
you play the Steelers, you got to double that. You have to make a double commitment. Look, guys, we know some of these plays are going to be negative. We know some of these plays are going to go for no yardage, but we've got to stick with it. And that's what the Ravens do for the most part. But if you look at when they struggle, they get away from the run game. Lamar Jackson threw the ball 15 times tonight. He completed 10. They ran the ball almost triple that, 43 rush attempts. You saw now Derrick Henry he loves running the football against the Houston Texans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He loves it. He's had in one season, he had a game where he rushed for 211 and then followed it up on the road with a 250.
Yeah.
I think he has 7 I think he has like 7 games where he's had over 1,500 yards rushing against the Houston Texans. So no, I don't think we should be surprised that he had the type of game against the Houston Texans. But when the Baltimore Ravens show a commitment to run the football, they're very difficult to beat. And we see how dynamic they is. And see, what happened was they got up to this great running start, and you saw what the Texans tried to do. They started pinching. They started knifing. And Todd Monken said, okay, Will Anderson Jr., you want a knife?
Right.
Hey, we're going to fake it. Lamar, you keep it, and we're going to pull it around. And now he hit his head on the goalpost for 48 yards away.
Yep.
I'm going to make you play us honest now. Now, if you want to go against what you're supposed to do and knife down in there to trap Derrick Henry in the backfield, okay. Hey, Lamar, we're going to run the same formation. We're going to give him the same design, because the last time they brought Zay Flowers, he disregarded Zay. I ain't worried about you, Zay. You ain't going to do nothing.
Right.
So this time, they brought a tight end. He disregarded it. Now you got an extra blocker up on somebody. You get a kick out, you get a pin down, and now it's your safety. Tackle him if you can.
At that point, Unc, it's all about numbers game. It's a number game at that point. You know?
Yeah.
Listen, with the Ravens playing the way they're playing, with us, common sense, and you've been preaching it all season long, anytime they run the ball a certain number of times using Derrick Henry and not allowing Lamar Jackson to be back there and be pass happy, and allowing the pass plays to actually come to them and not forcing the issue, let Derrick Henry take care of everything. Obviously, the way they play the game is the old school style. It's the old school style. And the fact that it works in today's era of a pass-happy league where everybody throws the ball 100 times a game.
Yeah.
But what works for the Ravens and why they win games is doing what you've always said, week in and week out. I think, I'm a Bengal at heart. I think they have a very good chance in this being the year that Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl, and it would have to come on the onus and the shoulders of Derrick Henry and them sticking, like you said, and committing to running the ball no matter who they playing against.
And that's what you have to do, Ocho. I think the thing is that, and people are like, well, what do you mean by knifing? Is when they take the defensive end and they try to cross the guy's face, because you see the 2 negative runs he had, what happened? The guy knifed and they made him bounce it.
Yep.
So that's what I want him to do. I don't want his shoulder pass square to the line of scrimmage. I want him going parallel to the line of scrimmage, because now he can't get a head of steam and he can't hurt me. If you look at when he got his yardage, he's going downhill. I don't want him going downhill. I want him going laterally. That way I can push him to the boundary. If I let him get downhill, hell, he's gonna fall for 2 yards. Now you let him get a couple of steps. Now he's going to get 4, he's going to get 6 yards. But Todd Monken did a great thing to counter that. He saw what they started to do to try to force the bounce. He said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get the same thing. But what we're going to do is that we're going to bring a tight end. And so now we get a kick out, we get a pin down, now safety, and the safety is coming from depth. So he really doesn't know what to do. And before he knew it, Lamar was up on him, and he took a horrible angle. So now Lamar is looking at him like, bro, what you still running for? You might as well go ahead and turn around.
Yeah, the funny thing about it is we already know Lamar Jackson is fast, but you never understand it as a defender until you sit there and you take a bad angle and you try to tackle him.
It's over.
And you fucking whiff.
Yes.
And you whiff. And before you know it, he 30, 40, some yards down the goddamn field. And
the thing is, Ocho, and when you don't make him check his feet, when you just let him get a head of steam and he gets to go downhill, because he's already, by the time he breaks the line of scrimmage, he's like 3 or 4 yards. He's full speed. He full speed in 3 or 4 steps. Lamar Jackson is full speed because you haven't made him check his feet.
Right. You got to. If you can't make him come to balance, and if you can't make him make some type of move to make you miss, boy, your ass in trouble. Hell, if you can't make Derrick Henry shuffle his feet.
You can't make him check his feet?
Man, who wanna make that tackle? Who? You talking about making a business decision? I'm diving straight at his pinky toe.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight at his pinky toe. Hit who?
Yeah.
Man.
Ocho, we went and looked it up. Edgerrin James had the most rushing yards for a quarterback in his MVP season. He had 1,548 yards. Peyton Manning was the MVP in 2000 and 2004. Right. Peyton, that was the year that Peyton broke Dan Marino's record of 40. He threw 49. Marino had the record of 48 touchdowns in the season. Manning threw 49 that season. That's also the season he had 3 receivers catch for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
He had Marvin Harrison go over 1,000. He had Reggie Wayne go over 1,000, and he had Brandon Stokely go over 1,000.
Hey,
Derrick Henry is almost at 1,800, and so look, for me, I still think Lamar, and I get what the voters are going to say. The voters are going to say with Shannon, bro, he got a 1,900 yard rusher in his backfield,
but he didn't have MVP last time.
I'm like, huh?
He didn't have a 1,900 yard rusher when he won MVP last time, so they can't use that excuse. Don't move the goalposts.
But I'm saying, but see, last time Ocho he threw 25 touchdowns.
Right.
He's at 39. With another game to play. So there's a great chance Lamar Jackson is going to have 40, 41, maybe even 42 touchdowns with less than 5 interceptions. Remember, he threw 5 interceptions. He was 25-5. Mm-hmm. Now he's got 43 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. And maybe I think he got 2 or 3 fumbles. So let's just say he's 43 total touchdowns with 7 or fewer turnovers. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you just said that about the turnover ratio. I know. And we talk about Aaron Rodgers a lot, right? We talk about Aaron Rodgers, and you wonder why he gets the opportunities he gets, why he has the arrogance or the way he carries himself. Mm-hmm. They put up a graphic. I saw it on Twitter on his numbers and his run when he was in Green Bay.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Oh my God, Unc! I ain't know he was like that.
Yes,
I ain't know he was like that. 25-3, 36-5.
Yeah, 45. Yeah, 45-6. Yeah.
What? Touchdown to interception ratio?
Yes.
Was stupid. It looked like some video game shit. So it gave me a better understanding. It gave me better context on why he is the way he is. But you're just not that same player.
He's not that. No, he's not.
You're not that no more. No. But God, hey, listen. I knew he was good. Mm-hmm. I understood his resume. I didn't understand it until I seen them goddamn numbers up there on goddamn Twitter.
So now today, after today's game, Derrick Henry has 1,738 rushing yards.
Right.
Lamar Jackson is a tick below 4,000. I think he has like 39.55, 39.65, something like that, passing yards. But he has 39 passing touchdowns with 4 interceptions, and he has 850 something yards rushing with another 4 touchdowns.
You can't argue.
It's hard. It's really, really hard. I think this year, Ocho, had Mahomes had better numbers, it wouldn't even be a debate because 15-1. If Lamar Jackson had like 30 touchdowns with say like 8 interceptions, Mahomes would be the MVP.
Right.
Because think about it. They're the only team other than the Giants. They're like 3-4 teams that haven't scored at least 30 points in one game. Mm-hmm. The best of the other teams, they've won 3 games.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have yet to score 30 in a game. They're 15-1. And it's all because now those other the Raiders is 1. They're looking for a quarterback. The Patriots is 1. They got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And I forget who the other team is. So that just goes to show you just how special you got to be. Nobody else in that offense on that team, no other quarterback in the league, not Josh Allen, not Lamar Jackson, and not Joe Burrow would be 15-1 with that offensive line like that.
Right. Yeah.
It was bad. And today he put on the exhibition. He lets you know, he like, guys, y'all really know I'm still him.
Yeah.
I might not be having the best season, but don't y'all forget who I am.
Yeah. Listen, it all comes down to his decision making. Even when most quarterbacks would be in the situations he's had with the offensive line, the inconsistency of the offensive line, him getting battered, getting hit, at some point you get happy feet. You start doing things with the ball. Your decision making, it becomes errant because of the hits you continue to take. But they've always stuck the course, and then the creativity and the combination of having a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and the creativity of Andy Reid as well.
Yes,
I think the combination works so well together, similar to that of Brady and goddamn Belichick. In a different sense, though. In a different sense, because Belichick was a defensive mind. But just having Mahomes and Andy Reid together is almost unfair to have all the different woes and the injuries that they've sustained and still be 15-1.
Yeah. The thing is about Andy, for Mahomes, the most part, he's only had Andy in his ear. Now, there have been times that he allowed somebody else to call, maybe EB to call plays or maybe Nagy to call plays. But Brady had Charlie Weiss in his ear. He had Bill O'Brien in his ear.
Yeah.
He had Josh McDaniel in his ear.
I was there with Bill. Yeah.
So he's had three guys in his ear. Now, the only thing that's remained the same was the head coach and the quarterback. We've had different coordinators, and the coordinators call plays. I think for the most part, what people got upset about is that they used not calling plays against EB, but they didn't hold that against Nagy. Now, Nagy did get the Bears to the playoffs, and we've seen EB go somewhere where he called the plays. He kind of fell on hard times, and everybody was like, see, I told you, see. And I said it at the time. I said, EB, stay right there.
Yeah.
Stay right where you are.
Mm-hmm. But you know why he did that? Because for us, it's hard for us to climb that ladder. So when those opportunities present itself, sometimes you got to walk out that door.
What you think the likelihood now of Eric Bieniemy ever getting a head coaching job in the NFL?
And you know what? And that's the problem. That's the problem. Listen, I'm not going to go there. You know where I want to go, but I'm not going there because sometimes you could step off the front porch, and you could be abysmal. But that circle of coaches, you will get another opportunity again.
Because they're looking at it, they're like,
I'm not talking about him.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. See, stay with me now. I'm trying not to go there. But you know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not going to say it.
My thing is, Ocho, I would have stayed right there. And hell, maybe somebody give me a head coaching job out of sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
I lied, Ocho. Maybe somebody give me a head coaching job out of sympathy. Because, Ocho, when you go at the Commanders and they get the number 2 pick in the draft because their offense is so atrocious, and you go to UCLA with a brother coach, head coach, and you get fired after 1 year because you're last, Ocho, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And so sometimes, hey, I just wait them out. Just wait them out.
Right.
Look, for me, Lamar is the MVP. I mean, I just can't overlook his numbers. I just can't, Ocho. And I know some people like, it'll be interesting to see what's the most losses for an MVP. And I get it, Ocho. 5 losses, and Allen has 3 losses.
Right.
Mahomes doesn't have the stats to back up. He's 15-1. Jared Goff has good numbers. He doesn't have great numbers, but they've only lost 2 games. Saquon is playing really well, but unless he had 2,000 yards right now,
right? Yeah, he's not. Running back not getting that.
Oh Lord, that was in 97.
What happened?
God, but he was sensational.
Who that?
Barry in 97, they were 9-7, but that was the year he had 2,053. And then Adrian Peterson, the year he broke the record, he was 5 yards short of the 8 yards short of the record, 9 yards short, because he had 19, he had 2,097. So he needed 9 yards to get 2106, but he won the MVP. But now in that situation, it's different, Ocho. Let me tell you why. You look at the quarterbacks that Barry had, and you look at the quarterback AP had, they're like, it should have been unanimous.
Oh, yeah.
He had Christian Ponder as his quarterback. I don't know if y'all remember Christian Ponder, but he was real good and terrible. And Barry quarterback wasn't much better.
Right. Wait, who was Barry quarterback? Scott Mitchell? Was it Scott Mitchell?
Okay. Oh, but so there is history here. The most losses for a quarterback winning MVP, Brett Favre won the MVP with 5 losses. Matt Ryan won the MVP with 5 losses. Rich Gannon won the MVP with 5 losses. So if Lamar Jackson wins the MVP, it's not like, oh, he got 5 losses. No, we've seen 3 other guys at the quarterback position win MVP with 5 losses. Right. So what I'm trying to do, Ocho, I'm trying to cover all the bases because you know it's going to come up. If he doesn't get it, they're going to give you a reason why. So I'm just trying to prepare the people. If he doesn't get the MVP, I'm telling you why some of the reasons going to start to come out. But your refute is, but they've given the MVP to other quarterbacks that didn't have this type of season, the MVP.
Right.
With 5 losses.
Right.
Running backs are different because, look, like I said, Adrian Peterson, how he got that team in the playoffs with that quarterback, how Barry did with it. But Barry was a co-MVP with Brett because Brett won 3 consecutive, 95, 96, 97. There was a co-MVP between Brett and Barry. But yeah, I like I said, for me, if I had a vote, I definitely would vote for Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I just cannot overlook 39 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. Yeah. They're first place in the AFC North. The 4 rushing touchdowns with 852 yards. I can't overlook that. I know Derrick Henry's in his backfield. I know, Derrick Henry is lightening the load on Lamar, but he's still doing it.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's still doing it.
You know what's funny? And it's funny for me. Even I can separate the two. I can separate being a Bengal, playing for a franchise where obviously the enemy is the Ravens. But I can separate the two and understand the greatness that is Lamar Jackson. I can appreciate the quarterback playing, what he's been able to do since watching him in high school at Boynton High School, watching him at Louisville, and seeing how he's grown and matured into the quarterback he is today when they've always said what he couldn't do. We don't think he can be a quarterback in this NFL. We think he should try running back.
Yeah, hell no.
Just all the stuff he's had to overcome, all the obstacles and the hurdles, and to see where he's come now, I can honestly say this, and even as a Bengal, as much as I bleed that goddamn black and orange, I really hope he win it the whole thing this year. I really hope he wins the whole thing this year, Unc. Not just the MVP, but goddamn it, motherfucker, get you a chip just to get him off your back. So there's nothing else they can say, Unc. So there's nothing else going to say. And if you have any type of documentary, if you have any type of film that talks about the start to the finish, I want the lead up to it, how it starts, to be all the negative things everybody said.
That's Ocho. People, I think the thing is when we try to explain things to people don't see. They'll take a clip, and because a lot of times people use clickbait because if they got my face, they got our face up there, or Nightcap said something, and they frame it in a negative light. Right. They don't even listen to it. I've said I don't believe Lamar Jackson's career is a failure if he doesn't win a championship. But there've been 9 guys to win 2 MVPs. Every last one has won a Super Bowl. Guys, people say Aaron Rodgers has underachieved with 4 MVPs and 1 Super Bowl. So what do you think they're going to say about Lamar if he has 3 MVPs and no Super Bowls on his resume when he retires? If people believe Aaron Rodgers has underachieved with 4 MVPs and 1 Super Bowl, Ocho, what will people say about Lamar if he has 3 MVPs and no Super Bowls when his career is over?
It's gonna be worse.
It's a disappointment.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse. You understand that. The people understand that. Those are that you have to be able to not be a fan. Understand the politics. Understand what comes with the game when it comes to the totality and the resume and the entirety of someone's body of work. And the requirements to be talked about in elite groups.
Yes.
You got to win. You got to win a trophy. You got to have one. You need something. At least one of them, especially when you're as great as you are in the regular season. Which is why I can sit here and say, I really hope after winning MVP this year, I hope he goes to New Orleans and he's able to lift that goddamn Lombardi. I really do.
And that's what it comes down to, Ocho. It really does. Look, you got to take black and white out of it. I know everything. We want to make a lot of things we want about racism, but we can't do it in this situation because we have 9 guys that have won at least 2 MVPs. Every last one has won an MVP, a Super Bowl. So now we're going to say, well, if Lamar Jackson don't win, well, that's fine and dandy. No. And the reason why I don't, and many others don't hold Burrow and Josh Allen and other quarterbacks to Lamar because they don't have MVPs. Once you get an MVP, you looked at differently. Right. He gets looked at like now he wins a Super Bowl. He gets judged just like my homeboy. He gets judged just like Brady, just like Manning, just like all the other great quarterbacks that have multiple MVPs and a Super Bowl. That's only right.
Hey, and you know what, Unc? You know what I think about it?
Yes.
I think about it from a different perspective. I'm looking at it through a different lens. I think about Lamar Jackson, the quarterback. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback that doesn't fit the mold
Yes.
that all the rest of them do. The Lamar Jackson that chose not to change. The Lamar Jackson that remained his true, authentic self, especially based on where he's come from. You know, he's still Lamar Jackson, the same Lamar Jackson from Pompano. Nothing has changed, and he's still playing the quarterback position without having to conform, staying true to himself, to who he really is.
That's what makes him.
I love that.
That's what makes him who he is. He's not a pocket passer. So why am I going to try to be Tom Brady? Why am I going to try to be Peyton Manning when I can be Lamar Jackson and win just like they won and win MVPs and get to and win the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
They had to do it that way because they didn't have the athleticism to play outside of the pocket. Lamar Jackson has the athleticism to play outside of the pocket. He also has the ability to throw in between the tackles.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have to, why should I?
Right.
I don't have to prove I'm going to win this game. And sometimes I felt that he wanted to prove that he could throw the ball from the pocket and win a game to say, I told you so. Win that Super Bowl and say, all y'all 31 that passed me, even the Ravens, but I give y'all a grace because Ozzy got out. He was in the second round. He traded back up to get me. And I promised him a Super Bowl. I've delivered that, but I'm not done. So if you think I'm going to be satisfied with one, you're sadly mistaken. I'm putting everybody on notice. Now, hopefully, they bring D. Henry back.
Oh,
I don't know what Tennessee.
Whoa. He on a 1 year? He on a 1 year?
He on a 1 year. 1 year, $8 million.
Man, they got to bring him back. I'm not saying I'm not saying they got to, but understanding they
need to
and how the business works.
Right.
I mean, listen, while the comb is hot, come on now, don't be no fool.
And the thing is, Ocho, as many carries as he gets the ball, he's there every week. Now, I don't know what his practice schedule is like. I don't know if they give him off Wednesday, Thursday, and just let him have some walkthroughs.
The running back always get Wednesday off now.
Hey, all I know is more times than not, he lines it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All that other stuff, I don't know a whole lot of other stuff, but I know that man takes a lot of pounding, and every single week I see him dotting the I. So, Ocho, it only took Lamar 4 carries to become the all-time leading rusher in NFL history for the quarterback position. The record was 6109, held by former colleague Michael Vick. Lamar passed Michael Vick despite playing 41 fewer games. So basically, he played 2.5 seasons fewer than what Vick has played, and he broke the record.
Crazy. That's crazy. And people wouldn't understand how crazy that is and how that sounds when you understand what Vick was during his time and his.
Here's the thing, though, Ocho. It took Michael Vick 13 seasons to get to that number. Lamar's done it under 7, right? In under 7 season. He's in his 7th season right now, right? Yeah, he's in 7th. Because he's right, but he's a year behind my homeboy. Because my homeboy is in 8, he's in 7, but he started halfway through his rookie season, where my homeboy only got the 1 game. Go ahead.
I have a question too. I like the milestone that he's reached in such a short amount of time as opposed to Vic. When you think about numbers like this, right, and saying that Lamar was able to reach a milestone that took Vic a little bit longer. It took Vic a little bit longer to get to.
You count the season which he get drafted because he gonna play that year. Mahomes came in a year before. And then Mahomes run the MVP his second year, and then Lamar won the MVP his second year. Go ahead. What were you saying, Ocho?
No, I was saying when you look at the milestone that Lamar Jackson was able to reach in such a short amount of time, as opposed to Vic, who took a little longer to do it. The same thing when it comes to receivers. Receivers playing in today's game and receivers that played before them in a different era. Do you ever take into account that the game is different now?
It is.
Sense into how you're not allowed to, the physicality has been taken out of it. So I don't want to call it easy. It's a little bit easier to put up the numbers they're doing today, or you don't take that into account.
Oh yeah, well, for the quarterback, is it really easy for the quarterback to scramble? Yeah, look, I think here it is, Ocho. I think the thing is that they do protect the quarterback a lot more than say maybe even when Vic first got into the league.
Right.
It's not like, look, they protect all the quarterbacks. Now, 80s and the 90s, when I came to the league, 60s and 70s.
Oh no.
Boy, look here.
They didn't care about they didn't care about none of y'all well-being back then. Now.
None. If they would hit a quarterback like some of the times I saw Elway get hit, my quarterback and see some of the other quarterbacks, you get suspended 3 games. I'm talking them Joe were putting their helmet right. Oh man, they were putting their helmet right in the guy's sternum.
Right.
Drop it up. I mean, we got to the Super Bowl because Goose dropped his weight down on Rich Gannon's shoulder. Go back and look at the AFC Championship game. Broke his collarbone, separated his shoulder, something, and put him out. You can't attack the quarterback like that. But what L. Jack is doing at the quarterback position, because not only can he run, we know he's the best runner in the game.
Yeah.
Now he's a top 5 passer, and I'm not so sure he's 4 or 5. So when you look at that, when you combine, he's the best runner at the quarterback position, and he's a top 5 passer at the position.
Yeah.
How do you stop him? You hope he has an off day. Yeah. You hope you pressure him. You hope you can get a couple of turnovers here and there. And that's the way you beat the Ravens.
Try to get him off schedule. Try to get him off script. That's the best thing you can do. But the problem is, if you pressure him and he get out the back door.
Yeah. You better not run past him now.
Then you assed out.
Yeah, you better not jump. Hey, once you get even, you see him back there, Ocho, he back here. Once you get here, you better level off.
Yeah. And
you run past it.
Stop and be under control. Hey, it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to be out there and goddamn be able to do it.
Absolutely. What we do have to factor in that Michael Vick went away. He did go to federal prison for 23 months. I think he was out of the league for like 2 or 3 years. And so the record would look, I'm not saying Lamar wouldn't have this record eventually, but I do believe Michael Vick would have had more rush yards than what he had, because when he came back, he was still, but he wasn't the Michael Vick experience Vick.
Right.
He wasn't Atlanta Vick. Yeah, he was a better thrower of the football in Philly. But that guy on that turf in Atlanta,
it was
Lord
different.
have mercy.
It was
the
different.
Chiefs go to Pittsburgh and they win 29-10, sew up the number 1 seed in the AFC with a 15-1. They'll get the first round bye, have home field advantage throughout the playoffs as long as they win. The 19-point margin of victory was the Chiefs' largest of the season. They had 389 yards, more than half, more than they had in all. But Ocho, check this out.
Yeah, I hear you.
389 was the most yards they had in the season in all but one game. Even without Chris Jones, Russell Wilson was sacked 5 times, intercepted once, and they forced a turnover by the Steelers. Andy Reid called it the most complete game of the season. You and I talked about that at the beginning of the thing. When you look at Mahomes and you look at what they were able to do offense without their best defensive player on the road in a hostile environment. And I know the Steelers have kind of fallen on hard times. They've lost their last 3 games, but that's still Pittsburgh, very well coached. They have a very good defense offensively. They couldn't run the football today. Oh, they did run it. Good God. Oh, that was late in the ball game. Najee Harris had 13 for 74. Jaylen Warren had 11 for 71. They had 31 for 202. I think the turning point, Ocho, in that ball game is when Russ threw that interception in the end zone.
Right.
He got fooled. It was covered. Ocho, what it was cover 2. And what McDuffie did is that he got a jam so good on Pickens stopped. So in the process of him stopping, Reed is looking at him. He's like, well, I don't got to get wide now. I can stay right here on the hash.
You have to.
Russ was fooled, thought he was going to get wide. He doesn't get wide.
See, it was Pickens. Pickens can't get jammed there because we need Pickens.
You got to go. You still got to go, Ocho.
Safety.
Yes.
You got to put the safety in the motherfucking bind. If
you got to.
The bind, then it's a 2-way go. Russ had a 2-way go to go with the ball. But once Duffy took away Pickens, and once you look to the left, there's only one place you can go.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. If Pickens gets past McDuffie,
right.
McDuffie got to retreat.
Yeah.
But now since Pickens stopped, there ain't nothing to threaten the flat. So I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so now instead of getting wide, Reed says, why do I need to get wide for? Ain't no threat over there.
No threat,
My threat is coming. And he like boom, and then he picked him. And I think that cost him a little bit more. That cost him some momentum right there.
Yeah. And you know what? The Steelers in the first half, I mean, they were trying to control time of possession, obviously being able to run the ball, and throw it here and there, especially to the tight end. Is it I don't want to butcher his name. Is it Freiermuth? Him and Russ was cooking for a little bit on some of those plays.
Yeah.
The problem with them is when they were getting to the red zone, they weren't scoring, they weren't putting up no damn points, man. They weren't putting up no. If you're getting down, if you're getting anywhere in the vicinity, you got to put up something.
Yes. Yes. Ocho, the Steelers didn't run the ball that well. Going into the fourth quarter, the Steelers had 10 rushes for 89 yards.
Yeah.
So that's in the fourth quarter, yeah. And so now that tells me that's a lot of garbage yards. So in the fourth quarter, at some point, there's like the Chiefs said, like, we'll let y'all run it. We just not gonna give y'all anything cheap, anything deep. Right. Russell Wilson was 23 of 37, 205. He didn't play well. Russ hadn't played well the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And this team is not good enough to overcome poor play at the quarterback position. Remember, that's why they made the switch to Russ, because they were winning games, but it's a struggle when your quarterback doesn't play well. Because now you're in these nail biters and you got to go nip tuck, and you got to hope a lot of things go well. The one turnover, he only had one turnover today, but again, they had 2 turnovers. Right. That definitely took points off the board because they were already in field goal range. And so that interception that Reed got took points off the board. We don't know how that would have turned out if they could have held on to that ball that Freiermuth fumbled. But when you play it against the Chiefs, even though they're not as explosive as they once were, you still got to play damn near perfect. Don't worry about them what they doing.
Oh yeah,
you
have to. You have no choice. You know why? Because of 15.
He forces you, man.
That's all it come down to.
29 of 38, 320, 3 touchdowns. Kelsey, 8 catches, 84 yards, a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 8 catches, 79 yards, touchdown. Justin Watson, 2 catches, 60 yards, touchdown. Hollywood Brown, 4 for 46. Samaje Perine, 2 for 20. Juju, 2 for 18. D-Hop had a quiet day today. But the thing is, and listen, I don't know what y'all thinking. When they bring Justin Watson in the game, he running 2 routes. He running a 9 or he running a post. Now, I don't know what y'all thinking, but y'all need to go back. He can run.
Oh, yeah.
DBs, I don't know what y'all been told that white guys can't run. They can't jump. When Justin Watson comes in the game, he going to run 2 routes. He running a post or he going to run his 9 route.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't got to believe me, but now when the man behind you, you looking at, well, what happened? I told you what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. They're going to run the dagger, the one to the backside, and they're going to hope the safety jump it, and they're going to run the post to the backside with him on it.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a heads up in case y'all don't want to watch film. But that's what Justin Watson, because he got wheels. He can run. Yeah. And he a big kid. He ain't no little receiver, Ocho.
I think Deontay Johnson, he kind of underestimated him a little bit. He tried to jam him at the line and he missed. And I thought, Deontay's fast now. So I thought maybe he thought, I'm gonna catch up to him.
No, you're not.
Oh no.
Ocho, people don't understand. 4-3 ain't catching 4-3. 4-3 might catch 4-5. You ain't catching 4-3 because you got to realize you've got to backpedal and then turn. He running from the jump.
Yeah.
You not catching that.
Nah.
And got a big play out of that. But the Steelers, y'all got to dig deep now, because the Bengals are coming in. They know in order for them to have any chance, they've got to win that. If they win Sunday, they know in order for them to have any chance, they've got to win. Y'all got to take care of this. So the Broncos got y'all though.
Hold on. When we win Saturday, we play Saturday.
You Saturday. My bad. You're right.
When we play and win Saturday, then we will take care of our business with the Steelers. Right now, we focus on the Broncos.
Y'all focus on the Broncos?
We focus on the Broncos.
Bronco country.
After that game, Bronco who?
Bronco country.
Yeah, okay. Because after that game, you're not.
I'm sorry, y'all ain't got no. Y'all talking about welcome to the jungle. Yeah, y'all ain't got no.
Yeah, hey, it's a jungle. It's a jungle now. Believe that. Where we playing y'all at? We going to Mile High?
No, y'all. We come to y'all.
So what you think finna happen? What you think finna? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to that game.
Bronco country.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to that game. Hey, Patrick Surtain Jr. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with Uno and 5 out there?
Do you realize when they target PS2?
Yeah,
their QB their rating is like 36.1. You come out better just throwing the ball in the dirt. You'll have a higher quarterback rating if you just threw the ball in the dirt.
Okay. So you want to bet something on the matchup?
You already owe me $3
Oh, you how much?
$3.
Well, let's double or nothing then. Double or nothing. Double or nothing.
How you go to the bank,
borrow
money from the bank, don't pay them back, and say, you know what? Hey, give me double what you owe me.
Hey,
I want you to give me double what I borrowed from you, and I'm gonna pay you back.
I tell you, I'm good for it though.
No, you ain't good for it. If you were good for it, I already have it. My money drawing interest in your pocket.
Well, we'll double it up then. One thing about it, I'm gonna get it to you regardless, because I'm good for it.
What they say? Money out of sight causes a fight.
But we ain't gonna fight because I'm not going to jail for beating on my elders.
I tell you what, do what I tell people right here, Ocho. If I can't get you up off me, you're welcome to stay. I promise you that. That's all I got for you. If you get on me and I can't get you off, feel free to stay there. But I promise you, I bet I'll make you turn me loose.
Hey, hell no. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Ocho, check this out. Russell Wilson goes all out for gifts for his offensive linemen. He gave each of his offensive linemen a $10,000 gift card, Airbnb gift card that can be used anywhere around the globe. He got each one of them Louis Vuitton duffel bags in Steelers colors, custom-made Steelers good man brand shoes made with Wilson's, his clothing brand, and a bottle of Sierra's 10-to-1 rum. There were some good gifts. The Eagles,
right?
Hurts and Saquon got the lineman custom golf carts. I'm talking about big ones. Josh Jacobs got the offensive lineman diamond pendants.
Yeah.
We saw my homeboy. I forgot what my homeboy got his guys, but I mean, he got him Rolex. Hey, Lamar Jackson, he got his guys Rolexes. L-Jack got his guys Rolexes.
Yeah.
The offensive linemen, they feel real confident. They got Josh Allen a pendant with MVP on the back.
Ooh. They jumping the gun a little
bit. They must be doing something we don't.
They jumping the gun a little bit, rightfully so. Even if he doesn't win it, in their eyes, he's had an MVP season. So I understand.
Yes.
I understand it. But listen, them quarterbacks, they make a different kind of money where you can give these type of gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Give these type of gifts to your linemen in appreciation for what they've done for you throughout the entirety of the season. It's a dope gesture. It's a very, very dope gesture.
Ocho, and plus the fact, look, quarterbacks, they're different. Quarterbacks can go to dealers and these places that have these ATVs and all this other stuff, and they're going to get a discount. They're going to hit me and you over the head. They're going to want full price. As a matter of fact, they might upcharge us. I mean, but the quarterbacks, they probably, hey, you buy, how many you want to buy, Mr. Mahomes? Okay, we'll do this. Right. Instead of charging, we'll give you to them for what we bought them for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, Lamar got his lineman Rolexes also. I saw Booger McFarland tweeted talking about DBs, when y'all gonna get something for the D lineman? Y'all can't cover without us, bro. I don't know what to tell you about that, Booger. I think first of all, Booger, you don't even play no more. You should have thought about that when you was in the league. You can't even talk about RC. RC ain't in the league either. But I'm trying to think. Have I ever heard of DBs getting something for the D line? No, I haven't.
No.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ray got something for Goose and Big Sam for his first MVP. I don't remember. I don't know. But rest his soul, Goose. Yeah, but those quarterbacks. But see, Ocho, hell, I'm making 50, 60 million plus another probably 5, 10 off the field. Because Mahomes might be doing 15, 20 million in endorsements off the field.
Yeah.
So he might be bringing home 70 million a year. Well, yeah. What I care about dropping $500,000 to $1 million on my lineman?
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Yeah. According to Adam Schefter, Pete Carroll has expressed interest in the Chicago Bears head coaching job and would like to return to the sideline next season. 3 teams, the Bears, the Jets, the Saints, are in the market for a head coach who can help reset their culture. Few coaches have been more effective than Carroll at doing that. Carroll is one of the 4 head coaches that have led teams to both national championships and Super Bowls. Barry Switzer, Jimmy Johnson, and Jim Harbaugh. I like Pete, but not in Chicago. They need an offensive. They can get a defensive, but he has to go scour and get a college, maybe even a college OC.
Right.
That's creative, that knows how to work with the skill set of what Caleb Williams possessed. He can't go get one of those conventional guys that he had in Seattle.
No.
That ain't gonna work.
You know what I think? Now we talk about the Chicago job, and I like what you said about Pete Carroll, who is a player's coach. I think the players will gravitate towards him, but you do need an offensive coordinator that has the creativity that can help Caleb Williams use his skill set to his best ability, and what he's able to do. Another job. Now we talked about Mike McCarthy, right? We just talked about it the other night. Ben Johnson. What you think about this? Ben Johnson, Dallas Cowboys head coach.
Oh, I like that.
I haven't heard I heard his name mentioned before, but it was never with the Cowboys. I think Ben Johnson would be the perfect fit for the Cowboys and working with Dak and bringing some of that creativity that he does over there in Detroit. Now, he doesn't have the same personnel to be able to do some of the things he did, but based on what you have and what he knows he has, the strengths and the weaknesses of the players on that team, I think he can do some damage as that head coach. Hell, matter of fact, head coach and offensive coordinator. Keep calling the plays there in Dallas too, if the opportunity presents itself.
So, Pete is out. Obviously, he left Seattle last year. They got Mike McDonald, who was the former defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. Zach Orr took over that job. John Harbaugh has a nice little tree. I mean, he got McDonald as a head coach. Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator. Anthony Weaver, who was in Baltimore, he's the DC at Miami. Yeah. So John Harbaugh has put together a nice little staff, but Pete Carroll is interested in getting back into the NFL. Coach Belichick seems like he might be only on the sidelines at North Carolina for 1 year because he has a $1 million buyout after one season. But you see what Ocho, you see how he did that? My son's the defensive coordinator, and then if I step away, he gets to be coach and waited. You see how they did that? Now I want to know. I want to know what they call that because I know a lot of people was up in arms.
It started with an N, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't heard nobody say a word. Ain't nobody mention nothing about nepotism. I ain't even heard nobody say anything about baptism.
Right. I know one thing. I like what Belichick is doing too. Now there have been very many rumblings when there were job openings as head coaches in the NFL. Did you notice every team that did a hire, how young the coach was? Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? Now you talked about it, we talked about it, and I said I think this is a good thing for Belichick to go to North Carolina because this is what it's going to show the people. It's going to show the owners in the NFL. Listen, I was one of the greatest coaches of all time. Matter of fact, I am the greatest coach of all time. My coaching ways might be a little outdated for today's era, and I might not be able to relate to or resonate with the young players. I'm going to go to North Carolina. I'm going to show you that I can be a leader of young men. I can resonate with this era and the younger kids of this generation and win and build a nice program, letting owners know that I want back in the NFL because I can relate to and coach these young players of this generation as well.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't see the outrage because there's a lot of outrage. You know, if you notice, when they do it, don't nobody from their culture talk about this nepotism. Right. That's only us. Now we'll talk about it, but we talk about us. Oh, bro, they call that the Bronny. You see what he did?
Yeah.
They do it all the time. Andy Reid had his sons on his staff coaching. Coach Belichick had his son on his staff coaching. But somehow we feel bad if we give our homeboy. Go look at the staff. Look at Mike. Look at Sean McVay. Look at Mike McDaniels. Look at LaFleur. Mm-hmm. Now look at where they were. They were with Shanahan. Look how many guys on that staff. Mm-hmm. Keep it going. But they make us feel bad. No, our culture make us feel bad if we give somebody like us an opportunity.
Listen, we the only ones do that though. We don't. We're not everybody, so we don't want to put everybody in the same.
No, but I'm saying we should
a good percentage though, huh?
Yes,
good percentage.
But I mean, if now I ain't gonna put my son in a position if that's not what he want to do,
right?
But Steve Belichick wants to coach. Okay, you want to coach? Oh, you so happens I'm a coach. Come on. My son wanted to be in media. This is what you want to do? Come on.
Right.
That's not what he wants to do. I don't got no problem. Good. It's okay when they do it. It's a problem when we do it.
Yeah. You know, they you know, us. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. Anytime it comes to talking about getting ahead in any way, you know, and it doesn't benefit the next person. You know how it is.
Yeah, but how? I mean, I want us to win. I really do, Ocho. I want us, the community. I want everybody to win. But am I biased towards my community? Damn right. Because I grew up in that community. And I think there's some things that we can do and we should do.
Right.
But we've got to stop this. Anytime someone becomes successful in our community, think they did something seedy or undermined it or underhanded to get that. Oh, he sold his soul. They don't. I've never heard somebody say the Kelce sold their soul. I've never heard. They don't say what. Peyton Manning got $1 billion company, and ain't nobody said he sold his soul. Me and you got a little thing, man. Unc done sold his soul. You notice that Peyton Manning got $1 billion company after making $300 million plus in the NFL, and not one person has ever said Peyton Manning sold his soul. Tom Brady get $400 million. Not one person said Tom Brady sold. I wonder what he had to do to get that job. Now, I need y'all to jump in the chat and tell me why.
You know why?
No. I want to hear him say it. Because it seems like anytime we do something, what about hard work? So what did I do to get to the NFL? I sold my soul?
Discipline.
Y'all should see how I approach what I do now. Can you imagine how maniacal I was when I played to get to that?
Right.
That's not an accident. It's not an accident. Ocho, there are two people from the same house of 3,500 people in a town make it to that. That's not an accident.
Yeah.
But I'm like, God, you should think like, well, hell, the way I look at anything, Ocho, if I see somebody do it, I can do it. You did it.
Oh yeah.
But what they only did it. They only what? They stopped giving job people opportunities to do something because you did it? Mm-mm. Hell no.
Opportunity.
I don't think I'm better than anybody, Ocho. I don't. I've never felt because I can play football, I'm better than you, or I'm in this situation, I'm better than you.
Right.
Do I think I could do my job better than you do your job? Yeah. Right. I do.
Yeah. You should feel that way. Most definitely. You should feel that way.
But we gonna get this. We gonna be able to pull our money. We're gonna pull our money together. I got John Hope Brown. I did a speaking forum for him, and I'm gonna have him. He gonna come on and give us some. He man. I mean, just sit down and talk to him, Ocho boy. He got his stuff together.
Wait, who?
John Hope Bryant.
Okay.
You probably see him. I mean, he got social media. You know, he got a thing. He has Forum, and I'm talking about the big companies. I'm talking about the Salesforces, the Deltas, the Googles, that everybody.
Right.
And to invest in how you build your credit score and how you build a business and how you invest and watch it grow over time. That's how you create wealth,
Right.
and then generational wealth. And so we're gonna have this in 25. We're gonna have him come on a couple of times, and talk. And so hopefully people tune in and get some valuable insights of how to invest. Look, everybody, it's hard to accumulate wealth when you don't have money.
Right.
And we've got to stop the money that we have. If you have a car that's more valuable than the money that you got in your savings account, there's a problem.
Come on.
That's a mofo problem. As he said, he was telling the story. It's like, look, if your assets is on your ass, that's a problem.
Hey, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying, Ocho? And a lot of times people are like, bro, how you driving up and with a nice car, you still in an apartment.
You got to understand, it's about image. It's about image. It's about looking to par. It's about looking as if you have it. Because if you look like you got it, then you're able to get what it is you're attracting. Because when it comes to everything is visual.
Yes, we are visual.
Think about social media. Everything is about visual. If I look like I got it, then I could attain some of the things that I'm attracted to. It's easy. It's easy. You just got to look like it. Rent your car, get you some nice clothes, put on some nice shoes, put you some chains on. Okay, he looked like he got it.
Ocho.
Yeah.
Kyle Payne said, "You and I sold our souls."
Me?
He trolled it.
Shit. Well, I ain't.
Yeah. Nah. I know he had the laughing emojis up there.
Okay.
But yeah, but we're gonna have him on to talk some financial literacy. Get money. And I said, Ash, in 2015, I met this guy. And this guy said, Shannon, I want to give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
At the time, Bitcoin, he said, we can do like 10 coins. And because I know you, I'll let you have the coins for $250 a coin.
Uh-huh.
You see how I'm sitting here tapping my fingers?
Yeah.
I think the coin's now like 100,000 a coin? This was in 2015. Ocho, if I'd go ahead and did it, hey, Ocho, go ahead and take it over. It ain't no more Unc and Ocho. It's the Ocho show. Unc out of here. I will hit one of these, Ocho. I will hit one of these. I done let a couple go. I done let Netflix.
You know what the funny thing about it is, Unc?
Yeah.
It only take this many times to hit.
Yeah. I done had a chance to get Netflix when it was $2. Had an opportunity to get Google. Had an opportunity to get Bitcoin. I'm gonna get one of these right one day, y'all. Now I ain't gonna tell y'all which one, but there'll be signs that Shannon came into a large sum of money. There will be signs. Maybe it might be the farm of miniature cows that I have. Maybe. I don't know what it is, but right. You like, damn, man, did y'all hear? Unc bought a farm with 1,000 mini cows.
1,000?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, man, I heard Unc got some. Yeah, Unc got like 15 dogs now. Mm-hmm. So there'll be signs that Unc have come into a sum of money. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna mention anything about it. But if you see me, that's what's gonna happen. Bryce Young talks about the gift that he want. He talks about what he wanted for Christmas as a kid: Nike Elite socks. I don't even know what are those, Ocho?
I'm not sure. That's part of the younger generation. I wonder if that's Nike Elite socks, the ones that had the grip on it. I don't know.
I wanted something with grip to it too, but it wasn't no socks. It wasn't no damn socks. I don't know. Maybe that's a Cali thing. but we wanted something else different. I could tell me and Bryce cut from two different cloths. The grip I wanted, it wasn't no socks, Ocho. Yeah, now, as a matter of fact, we need to go call. I got to see that guy, see where I can get them grippy socks because he was talking about in Houston. Remember, he was talking about them.
Oh yeah.
I need to get me a pair of them.
Yeah. I got a pair of them.
Yeah. But I don't think Santa was bringing me what I wanted with the grip on it when I was little. He wasn't bringing that to the house.
Right. Nah, you don't want none of that.
What you mean? How you want none of that? Yeah, I did.
Hey, come on, you were young now. Come on, what you gonna do?
I want it now. Okay, what about now?
Oh, you want it now?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Unc. Christmas was the day. You could have asked for that.
I guess I was on the naughty list. Something add up.
Hey, I ain't nobody. I don't even you know what. I ain't even get the chance. How was your Christmas today, man?
Christmas. Hey, look here. I got up. I walked the dog. I got up this morning. I walked the dog. Me and Tight Man went for a walk.
Yeah.
I went to Denny's.
Okay.
Hey, Denny's, shout your boy out. Got me a breakfast. I got some hash browns. I got the Grand Slam.
Okay.
And with bacon. And come with 2 strips of bacon and sausage. I didn't want the sausage link. I got the bacon crispy. And the biscuits and gravy wasn't that good. The biscuits need to be cooked along. The biscuits were a little doughy. I'm sorry. I got to give my honest assessment, Dennis. The biscuits were a little doughy. I didn't get enough of the great. I mean, normally when I was in, normally Dennis do a good job with the biscuits and gravy. Now it's not like somebody that really specializes in biscuits and gravy.
Right.
But it was good. Watch the game. The kids called, got their gifts. Everybody's excited. My grandson, he got a little motorized G-Wagon truck. That's the only thing that his dad say he wants to play with. He was crying. He didn't want to go to sleep. He wanted to stay in that truck. My daughters called. They got their gifts. Everybody's happy. My mom hit me up. My sister, my brother, obviously my homeboys. But everything, hey, it was great. I got some T-shirts. And you can see one of my T-shirts right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Okay.
So I got a bunch of T-shirts. That's about that. Look, what you want? T-shirts. Give me some T-shirts, something I'm going to wear.
Right.
Because a lot of times when people say, well, what do you get the person that has everything? More of everything. But don't worry about it. Just give me some T-shirts, Ocho. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anything. I don't need a whole lot of this and that. I'm very, very simple. I'm the gift giver. I like to give gifts. I like to buy things. I like to see, because half the stuff I'm not gonna. So I'm really simple in that approach. Like I said, my sister, my brother, everybody, my mom. I got my mom a little gift, but she ain't watching. I'm gonna get her something else. It's time for my mom to get a new whip, so I'm gonna get her a ride.
Yeah, I like that.
No, something, because my mom, you don't know my mom. My mom would talk about, ooh, I love this Maybach. I bet you do. Mama, you live in Chicago. Ain't no 82-year-old driving no Maybach, mama. Man, you don't know my mom, Ocho. My mom be on one, man.
Yeah, no.
Ocho, Bryce also found out his nickname from fans, Carolina Reaper. Ocho, rate the nickname on a scale of 1 to 10.
You know what? Based on the way he's playing, ever since being benched and coming back and his resurgence and his stellar play to this part, even in some of the losses, the fact that they're competing and he's playing really, really good football, I like the Carolina Reaper. I like it. Now, they could probably come up with a different moniker, for him, being that he's a God-fearing, young fellow. He's a Christian fellow. They got to come up with something better than Reaper.
He Christian?
Yeah. He don't play by the Lord, boy.
Man, I saw one of his girlfriends on IG. He probably was doing God work with her, huh?
Probably.
Okay.
Listen, it all started with Adam and Eve. So,
but when you think about the Reaper, KD got Slim Reaper. So I think,
look, KD isn't. When I think of Bryce Young. I think of. I don't want to say Kirk Franklin because that's not the right way to go. He's very okay. I got the perfect example. When I think of Bryce Young, I think of Tyler Lockett. Very
The receiver from the Seahawks?
Yes, very God-fearing.
Okay.
Just, straight line. No, just, yeah, very, very, very into the word.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the right words to say without it being offensive to anyone. But
yeah. I'm trying to think who has the greatest. You talk about, I guess we talk about football. Who has the greatest nickname of all time for an NFL player?
What do you mean? Are you looking at him? He's your co-host. I mean, he's I might be late sometimes, but I have the greatest name of all time.
So
hold on. Listen, my name is so great. It's so crazy. I'm so loony. I changed my name to a number for marketing and branding purposes, and still to this day, I'm known by that name by people all over the world that don't even watch the goddamn sport.
Yeah. I was gonna go like Megatron.
That's a good one.
Sweetness with Walter Payton. Huh?
Sweetness was a good one, boy.
Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch.
Beast Mode, yeah.
There was a guy named played linebacker for the Patriots. Vincent, they called him the Undertaker. He got that name in college at Mississippi Valley State.
Right.
Prime Time.
That's a good one.
Reggie White was the Minister of Defense because we know he was
that.
very, very religious.
Right.
He didn't play about that.
Yeah. He made Urban Fryer was like that too, or Urban did that?
Yeah, Urban was a minister, but he had to go to Club Med for a little while, Ocho.
What's Club Med, Coach?
He went to the gated community, but he couldn't leave when he wanted to.
Real?
Yeah. The fridge.
I ain't know that. Oh, the fridge. That's a good one. The fridge is a good one.
Fridge.
This is a good one.
Who else? Well, Cheetah.
Night Train Lane.
Yeah, Night Train. Cheetah.
Oh yeah, Cheetah. Yeah, Cheetah's a good one. That's a real one.
Mean Joe Green. Everybody, and people still don't. Nobody call. I mean, everybody call him Mean Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, we call him Mean Joe. I mean, I think some of his peers might call him Joe, but all the youngers, all the ones that's younger than him, they call him Mean Joe.
What about Deacon Jones?
Deacon. Oh yeah, Deke.
Deacon Jones. That's a good one. He wasn't even no Deacon, was he?
No, hell no. His name was David. His name was David Jones. He said, "Don't nobody come see David play, but they pay money to see Deacon."
Deacon. That's a good one.
So that's why he went by Deke. Who else? Peyton Manning was the sheriff. Brady didn't really have no nickname.
Nah, no. If anything, they just called him 12.
Oh, Goose. Yeah, Goose. Tony Saragusa. Sugar Ray. The Juice. Yeah.
Trying to think who else.
He was the first player that I really like. I'm old enough to remember that had a nickname. Like Juice and then Mean Joe, because all of them was right in the 70s.
Hey, Jim Brown didn't have a nickname, huh? Or if he did, it wasn't one that stuck.
Michael Irvin was the playmaker.
Okay, yeah. Oh, hell, we forgot Revis Island.
Yeah, Revis Island, yeah.
That was a really good one.
Man, it's been some
Billy White Shoes.
Billy White Shoes.
Yeah.
And he still wear white shoes to this day.
For real?
You will never see him without white shoes.
Yeah. Oh, remember Pac-Man?
Yeah, Adam Jones, Pac-Man. Yep.
Adam Pac-Man.
The Bus, Jerome Bettis.
Right. I forgot about the Bus, man. Dante Hall. The human joystick. The human joystick, yep.
I was in the band. That dude was electric. Honey Badger, yeah. Tyron Matt, the Honey Badger.
I forgot about the Honey Badger. Yeah, that's
Honey Badger. That's a cool name there. That's a cool name. But NFL got some players. They got some real good names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moose Johnson.
Moose? Oh, Daryl.
Daryl Moose Johnson,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Aaron McNair.
Oh, I forgot about it. That's right. Steve McNair's name was Air.
Mahone boy. And hey, and what you call him? You see what State Farm did? They call him Mahomie.
Oh, so they changed it up a little bit?
Yeah, because they didn't want to they didn't want to break bread with me. All they do, State Farm, do the right thing. But yeah, there've been some good ones, man.
There've been some good ones, but who's the best one again?
Who's the good? Honey Badger.
Oh, I just saw Scary Terry.
Who's Scary Terry?
Terry McLaurin.
Oh, I thought, but what you call him got that name too.
Who?
Terry Rozier.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Now, I mean, when you got like the Mamba, can't nobody beat the Mamba but Kobe. Rest his soul. You got, Aaron started with Mike, but Mike, I mean, people either call him Mike or they call him MJ.
Yeah.
Nobody really calls him Aaron. They call him Mike or MJ.
Yeah.
Braun or King, Chef with Steph Curry, the big fundamental, Shaq with Diesel.
Oh, Chris Johnson, CJK2.
Yeah.
CJ2K.
Gary Payton was the glove.
That's right. For defense.
Yeah. Chuck is the round mound and rebound. Mailman, Carl Malone is the mailman.
The mailman, yeah.
The greatest nickname ever.
Larry Johnson, Grandmama,
yeah. Yep. The greatest nickname ever. Wow.
Ocho. What do you mean? I just told you. I mean, you can keep thinking all you want. That nobody took it to the extreme like I did.
Ooh-wee. Plus, you got white chocolate with Jason Williams.
Hey, boy. Jason Williams and them handles and passes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what you call it? Metal World Peace?
Yeah, that's right.
Because nobody call him Ron anymore. They just don't call it World Peace. They just call it Meta.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest nickname ever. I guess, you know what, Ocho? I guess we got to put you in there. I think you with Megatron, Black Mamba, Air Jordan, and Prime. What you call him got a great one too. Paul Pierce, The Truth.
The Truth, yeah.
Yeah, Allen Iverson, The Answer.
That's another good one.
KG, The Big Ticket.
That's a good one.
All right. Colorado has secured what is said to be a record insurance coverage for quarterback Shedeur Sanders and Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. They've opted to complete their college careers in the Alamo Bowl rather than sit out and prepare for the NFL draft. Colorado did not disclose the amount of insurance coverage each received, citing privacy law. Coach Prime and athletic director Rick George said it is the largest in college football history. Ocho, you like this?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I like the fact that they're going out with a bang. We're going to showcase our talents for Colorado and represent our team and not leave our teammates hanging and show off in this last game at the Alamo Bowl. We're gonna have one last walk. We're gonna have one last dance. Boy, it takes two to tango, and I'm finna dance. I'm gonna
change my mind.
What?
The greatest nickname, Magic. Don't nobody call him Irving. I don't even know if people really know his name is Irving.
Don't nobody even call me Chad. They just
Rail does. Rail don't call you Ocho. I done been around it too much on all the road trips. You Chad.
Nah.
You know what? Cookie might call him Irvin. I haven't been around her. I've never been, in a setting where they've both been together, so I couldn't tell you. But I've never heard nobody call you that I've been around call you Chad. Everybody call you Ocho.
Yeah. See, greatest nickname of all time. And it don't even make no sense.
Yeah, I like it too, Ocho. Because
How my name gonna be 8? What up, 8? Huh? See? Greatest nickname of all time.
well, 80 is theoretically, I mean, it's like you said your name is 8'5", because Ocho is 8 and Cinco is 5.
Right.
So you said 8'5" or 85?
8'5".
Okay.
A lot of people, if it was 85, it'd be Ochocinco. You know how to speak Spanish?
No. Hell,
Okay.
I barely can speak English. Let's do No. Ocho, I agree with you. I like it. Because if I'm going to set foot on there, if there's a risk, there got to be reward. Because I have to have something to offset the potential loss of earnings. If I work, knock on wood, I hope both of these guys, I pray both in the fourth quarter walk off the field healthy. Mm-hmm. I would like to see Colorado win, but if both of these guys walk off the field healthy, that is a win.
Yeah.
But for Prime, look, Prime, the thing about Prime is that he understands it. He goes to the athletic director and says, look, and they know, because a lot of times when these guys leave, these are the two best players. They're not winning without the two best players. And we've seen that a lot of times when the best players opt out, unless they're playing for the national championship, the college football playoff, they opt out of the bowl. And it substantially handicaps the team because you're talking about some of your best players opting out. But if I'm going to get some assurances that I can protect myself financially, okay.
And this would also probably set a precedent going forward when it comes to some of the teams, college's best players, not having to forfeit these games and sitting out, waiting for the draft, but also taking the lane of getting an insurance policy to insure yourself in case there is an injury.
Hell, I get one at the beginning of the season, damn the end of the season. Hey, man, please. And look, and I know, especially if I got, first of all, Ocho, if you're one of those players, I know you got a little NIL money, and so you might want to put some of that aside and say, I'm going to take out me a Lords of London policy.
Right.
So, I had a little something. All right, Ocho. Now it's time for rough draft. Now we don't have, look, guys, we were a little late today, but it wasn't our fault. It wasn't my co-host's fault either. It was YouTube.
It was me.
It was YouTube's fault. We had a glitch and we weren't able to go live. And so in the process, they had to install a new program and we had to reboot it. So there's some things and we weren't able. I was like, guys, we got to go. We ain't got time to worry about no graphics because when we first started, we ain't have no damn graphics. And people will understand that, hey, it's still Ocho and I doing what we do without the graphics. So, guys, we don't have graphics. So we apologize for that. Just bear with us. Hopefully tomorrow, everything will be fully, tomorrow because Thursday Night Football. Hopefully tomorrow, everything will be fully functioning and we'll be back up and running like we normally would. But tonight, we do not have graphics. All right, Ocho. Now it's time for rough draft Christmas movies.
Whoa, Christmas movies?
Yeah. Ocho, you go first.
Oh, listen. You finna lose this, and I'm starting off with the greatest movie of all time, right? When it comes to Christmas. I'm starting off with Home Alone. So
man.
It's over. And watch what I hit you with next.
Yeah. Hey, ain't no more Home Alone 2. It's Home Alone. You done. I'm going Die Hard.
Okay, that's a good one. Now, I went Home Alone. I'm gonna go with something a little bit more serious, depending for the older crowd. I'm going with The Preacher's Wife for number 2.
Ocho, that's what I was about to go with.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was. So you've been prepared for this, Ocho. Ash sprung this on me.
Yeah. You're lost now. You might as well hang it up.
Oh, I'm gonna go Elf with Will Ferrell.
Oh my goodness, you definitely finna lose now. Hey, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. The greatest. Let's go. It's over. You done lost. You done lost.
My goodness.
How you doing, Monique? Hey, Monique. I know you watching. Hope all is well. I love you.
Mm,
You struggling over there, huh?
I am. You know what? F it. I got to go animation. I'm going Frozen. Yeah. He got Home Alone, Preacher's Wife, and the Grinch. I'm stuck.
Matter of fact, and I got another one for you. Hey, Chad, tell me y'all remember this one. And if you don't remember, please do me a favor. After we finish Nightcap, please go and watch The Christmas Story. All the
like
little
Christmas
kid
Story.
wanted was a BB gun. He just wanted his BB gun. That's it.
I guess I got to go Polar Express.
What?
Just because you ain't seen the movie, Ocho, that don't mean it ain't good.
I mean, but listen, last one I'm going with. This is the last one, right?
Yes.
I'm for a few laughs. I'm going with National Lampoons. I'm going with National Lampoons Vacation.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Angelina Jolie's ex-husband, Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa.
Nah, you done lost. I got one more. Is that it?
You can do honorable mention. We'll go a couple honorable mention.
Matter of fact, honorable mention, Best Man Holiday. You might as well. You shouldn't even showed up to the battle.
I like mine. You ain't got no fun. You ain't got no funny was in there.
National Lampoon. What you?
It ain't better than Elf or Bad Santa.
So all you want to do is laugh all day. Hey, Chad,
yeah, that what criminal about.
Ask Chad who got the best one.
Where we gonna find out? Hold on. I got to get one of these things there. Best man.
Best Man ain't no Christmas movie,
Best
man.
yes, it is. Best Man Holiday is a Christmas movie.
I already said Best Man Holiday.
Oh, damn. Man, I hate you, Ocho.
Listen, man, this is what I do.
I like my list though, Ocho, while you play it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I do. Actually, I do.
What you trying to do? You trying to sit there and lie to yourself and pretend, and save face that.
I got it. Friday after next. Oh yeah, Magic Mike got this player.
It's too late, huh? We
Nope.
finished. You just you add movies and we done.
No, that was my that was an honorable mention pick.
You said your honorable mention already.
That was it. Right after next.
All right, okay. I give you Friday after next, but you still lost.
It's close. It's close, Ocho.
Close.
Bad Santa, Elf, and Friday after next might have got me back in that thing.
You lost with Home Alone by itself.
No.
The Grinch That Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, nothing you just named had the chance except your honorable mention.
Man, Bad Santa was good. Die Hard was really good. Ocho, man.
Die Hard is good. Bad Santa was good, but it's not even close to Jim Carrey.
Whatever.
Grinch.
Well, we're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up in the chat. We're gonna find out.
You don't even have to put it in the chat because
we're gonna put it in the chat. I ain't taking your word for it. All right, guys. Now it's time for our final segment. It's time for Q&A. We ain't got no graphics, Ocho, so I don't know if you was leaning back for. You leaning back like you about to hear something. You about to hear nothing but me talk.
That's what I was waiting on.
Gerald Davis said, "Merry Christmas from Hawaii, legends. With both of your contributions to the in the NFL, what keeps you from being an offensive or defensive coach when it's obvious the sports needs your knowledge? Patience is what's keeping me from being a coach." Can you imagine guys showing up late? I mean, really, and that's like every day. Can you imagine guys making mistakes over things that we've gone over like 5-10 times? No, I just don't have the patience, and I've never had the patience. I've never wanted to coach because I don't have the patience. I know me. I think the best part about knowing yourself is knowing who and what you are, and what I am. I'm not coaching material.
You can't put me in any kind of environment that is competitive when it comes to forget football. any type of coaching or anywhere where you have to compete or people are competing, because my dumb ass, as any type of coach, is going to be out there with cleats on, going full speed instead of coaching, thinking I still got it, trying to lead by example, showing how to get open, how to run routes, I'd be more in the way and I'd do more harm than good as a coach until I can't, like, all my lower and upper body extremities would have to be like shot for me to even think about coaching. And then honestly, it ain't no money in that. It ain't.
At the head, ain't no money in like lower level position. Now, unless you Spags, I think Spags makes like $3-4 million a year. Like the top, I think they paid Kingsbury like $2-3 million. But no, I don't have the patience. My patience worth like $100 million.
You talk about 2, 3, 4 million. We making that. We making that with all. I got.
Man, come on, man. We ain't making that on.
No, I'm just saying. Like in I got 311 goddamn jobs. So 3 or 4. That's like, come on, now. That's like 2-3 months of work worth of work. It ain't worth it.
It's not for me. I just don't have the patience. They can't pay me enough. My patience, you can't. Time is money to me. And y'all ain't paying me enough money for these guys to be coaches. Players are disrespectful. They don't want to listen. They know that everybody think they know more than the coaches. Nah, I ain't got time for that. I wish them the best. Chris Guadalupe, just asking for Josh Allen. What's the criteria to win MVP? Is it a better record, lesser weapons, better stat? Because it's on Josh every year. Merry Christmas, fella. Love the show. That's a question you have to ask the voters. I'm sure they're going to factor that in. The weapons that Lamar has, the running back, Zay Flowers, the record. I mean, look, it's not like Lamar has 7 losses. I mean, he has 5 losses. Josh has 3. It just all depends. It all depends, and you can't say it changes. But it has to, because there might be a situation, Ocho, when you look at it. Yeah, I know Josh is asked to do a lot. He is. He doesn't have the weapons that Lamar has, but there have been other quarterbacks that have this weapon and hadn't looked like what Lamar is doing.
Right.
Purdy had weapons like that. He ain't throw for no 39 touchdowns with 4 picks. And he had Christian McCaffrey, who was Offensive Rookie of the Year in his backfield. He had Debo. He had Ayyyy. He had Jennings. He had Kittle. He had an outstanding offensive line. He ain't throw for numbers like that. Y'all make it seem like everybody that got weapons just roll out of bed and throw 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Don't work like that. Hell, if it was, everybody be doing it.
Yeah, that shit is difficult. Very difficult.
I think it's going to be close. I tell you what, Josh Allen cannot have another game like he played Sunday.
Well, hold on. They're playing another divisional opponent.
I don't care damn who they playing.
They playing the Jets, right?
Yes.
Now watch what happened. Watch the Jets.
Are they in New York or they're in Buffalo? I think they're in Buffalo.
Either way, the quarterback is used to playing in the cold weather, so that's not going to be a factor. What if we get the Aaron Rodgers? What if we get the Aaron Rodgers we got last week?
The one that lost?
Oh, they lost that game?
Yeah, they're 19-9. They scored 9 points. They were the first team since 1940 to not punt and score fewer than 10 points.
Oh, so Devont.
You talk about the week before when they beat Jacksonville.
No, what week was that? Devontae Adams went crazy. That was last week.
2 weeks ago against Jacksonville.
Okay. Damn. Hey, them division games, boys, be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what the hell gonna happen.
Aaron Owen said, "What's up, Unc? Were you guys for or against having hard knocks when you guys were told before the 0-1 training camp?" It didn't make no difference to us. I mean, after a while, Ocho, early on, you notice the cameras being there around you, but after a while, you carry on. And I think once the Ravens got final control of what would be released and what was going to be, because we cursed. Guys curse. I hate to break it to you. I know, sometimes we're a family-oriented show and we think football, but guys curse a lot. And they say crude, crass things a lot.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Good thing is, you try to be on your best behavior. You don't want to get in no fights. You get some pushing and shoving and stuff like that, but nothing major. But the good thing is they're not in the locker room. They might come get some footage in the training room. Rookie hazing where we putting guys in the tape them up and put them in the cold tub, or we might, tape them to the goalpost, stuff like that, Ocho. But but for the most part, it didn't make me no never mind because I was like, what is this? But, people like to know what it's like on a day-to-day basis for guys trying to make the team. We want to show the rookies what they're going through because a rookie's approach and a veteran's approach are totally different. I'm preparing my mind. I'm making sure my body, I'm making sure everything is ready to go. That guy tried to make the team, unless he's a first-round pick. But then he's trying to pick up the playbook. Most veterans, they know the playbook. They've been there. Now, what do I need to do to make sure I'm ready to go week one? So, but no, Aaron, it did not bother me whatsoever. Prince Check said, what do y'all think the best running back of the 2000s currently? I got LaDainian Thomas. People forgot Derek Henry went 2036 and 17 touchdowns and lost to A-Rod for MVP. Also, Merry Christmas. Yeah, like I said, unless it's going to be hard for a running back, Ocho, to get that award because the quarterback, the numbers. You see Aaron Rodgers' numbers 45 and 6. What's somebody supposed to do with 45 and 6? How you beat that? Unless you rush for 2150, 2200 yards as a running back.
Yeah, it got to be something crazy. It got to be something staggering that catches everybody's attention.
Or like LT. LT had 31 total touchdowns, 28 rushing, 3 receiving. Well, now we can have a real discussion, Ocho.
Conversation, yeah.
Yes.
The two quarterbacks right now in the MVP conversation, even what Saquon has done, even what Derrick Henry has done, they're not touching Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen when it comes to the MVP race.
Right.
Happening.
And so that's the thing that you're up against is that quarterbacks putting up the numbers. Patrick Mahomes throws 50 touchdowns and 10 interceptions and 5,000 yards. What could a running back possibly do? Rush for 2,300 yards? Think about it. 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, and they go 13 and 3. What does a running back got to do to top that? 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, and that was in a 16-game season. So if a running back literally is going to have to break Eric Dickerson's record, and he's going to probably have to have more than 20 touchdowns, somewhere around 22 to 25 to get consideration, because you see, if Joe Burrow had a better record, he would be even in consideration because he's going to be like 4,700 yards, maybe even 4,800 and 40 touchdowns. We see Lamar. He's like 60, 70 yards short of 4,000 yards. He's going to be in the 40 touchdown range. It's just hard for someone other than a quarterback unless they have a historic season.
Right.
LT had a historic season. 31 total touchdowns for a running back. That's an NFL record. 28 rushing touchdowns. That's an NFL record. So that's what he's going to be up against. You look at Adrian Peterson. Wasn't Adrian Peterson the last one running back to win the MVP? In 2012? Yeah, 2012. That was Peyton Manning's first year in Denver. AP ran for 2,097 yards and 13, 14 touchdowns?
But AP,
it was 2013?
13
touchdowns, yeah. So it's going to take something historic like that. But Manning threw for 37 touchdowns. That was a full season. Lamar got 39 with a game left.
Yeah.
It's just, Ocho, it's just really hard. I think maybe a running back gets offensive player of the year. I think that's kind of where they're headed now. You see that award getting split up a lot more than you used to, because normally The quarterback wasn't MVP. He the quarterback. Well, how is he not offensive player of the year? You gave him the MVP, but he not offensive player of the year. But now you see a trickle down where they start the running back started getting that award. Derrick Henry, I think, has gotten it. Christian McCaffrey's gotten it. And so I think that's kind of where they're headed. Like, okay, we're not gonna give him MVP, but we got to give him something for an outstanding year. Kirby Kirk said, "You've seen Andy after a bye. What do you think the Chiefs can do with 3.5 weeks?" Look, they don't need nobody. That's Andy. Look, they got the. I still believe look, he's not having the best season, but I'm still not taking a quarterback over Mahomes. With that being said, and we know Andy is after a bye, but hell, they don't lose that often. Bye, no bye, goodbye. It doesn't matter. Look at Patrick Mahomes. How many games has Patrick Mahomes lost since he's been a starter? He probably hadn't lost 25 games since he's been a starter.
You know, the bye is good for them too. You know, everybody has bumps. Everybody has bumps and bruises. Chris Jones can have some time to get that calf strain, get that together so he's able to play in the second week of the playoffs. They gonna be all right. The bye for them can be better as the
in 7 years that started, my homeboy is 89-23. He hasn't in 7 years. He's only lost 23 games.
That's crazy.
So he's damn near winning on average 12 and a half games a season.
That's crazy.
I mean, he tied Peyton Manning for the most touchdowns through his first 8 seasons. But when they say first 8, he's been in the league 8 years. He didn't start his rookie season. So he has 244 in 7 seasons.
That's crazy work.
It is, man.
Yeah, that bye is good for them, man.
Yes, it is.
Just get some people healthy. Get some people healthy. You know, that's bumped up, that's bruised up. They come back fresh legs.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy says, "Hey guys, Merry Christmas. I heard the best quote of the day made me think of y'all. Hustle so hard until your haters ask if you're hiring." I love that. Yeah, we get that. Well, I mean, Nikki was hustling so hard, but she was never hating. Nikki was one of our first ones. And I'm like, hell, you got all these catchy things to say. Hey, won't you sell for Shay Media? And lo and behold, what's the other guy name we got? Adrian was another guy. He ran my parody. It wasn't it's his account, but it was a parody of me. Hey, you want to work? Come on. I believe in giving people opportunities. Yeah. Especially if there's a place. And well, Ash, she brings it to me. It's on her. If it doesn't work out, it's on her. so don't ask me. It's Ash. Ash, I let Ash do the hiring.
Whoa. Well, speaking of,
yes,
I just want to make sure Ash.
She's like, what you want?
Can I get the smoke in New Orleans this time? Can I get the smoke? And in the pyrotechnics, I need fire and I need smoke when we come out. So me and Unc come out.
Oh, that's 10 grand. You're not gonna get no smoke.
I'll try.
Wait, what about the fire? Like fire when we come out?
That costs money.
Nah, I got some homeboys. I got some homeboys in New Orleans. They could rig it for me.
They be done burned that building down. And now we got a lawsuit.
Right, we got to make an entrance, man. We can't just come out there just walking out.
I'm coming in the front door. That's my entrance.
Now I'm saying when they introduce us, you got to think about it. Now this is a moment. This ain't just no anything. This is Nightcap live show, New Orleans Super Bowl weekend, live from what's the name of the place? The
Mahalia Jackson.
Yeah, come on.
She was
now.
a gospel singer. That was my grandfather's favorite and my grandmother's favorite singer.
Listen, in the upper room, what you talk about, man? I know. I'm telling
you. Ocho, what we're trying to do, we're trying to increase revenue and decrease expenses. That's an expense that's really unnecessary.
Hey, it don't cost nothing for no smoke. I could get a smoke machine.
It does cost.
A smoke machine on Amazon.
It's a dry Ocho. It's a dry ice machine.
Right. That ain't nothing. That's cheap. That's about $30.
No, it's not $30. I'm telling you, it's not. We looked into it.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, fuck it. No smoke. Okay, how about confetti? Confetti.
Yeah, we'll get a confetti cannon.
Okay.
Like Leona Rose said, Merry Christmas Nightcap, Unc Ocho. What is the most memorable moment with your family in the holiday season? If you could relive that moment, would you?
Wait, Christmas back in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
We just talked about that not long ago, how things once grandma is gone, you know, the important people of the family, Big Mama, that kept everybody together. You know, once she left, family gatherings ain't been the same since.
No. It's never the same, Ocho.
No matter how much you try, it's just not the same. The cooking ain't the same. The energy, the aura, you know, the excitement of knowing you're finna see your cousins and, you know, your uncles, and just it ain't the same.
Hey, I just remember, you know, sitting around all my uncles, and everybody would come over back to the house, Ocho. And you know, kids,
yeah,
we got back then. I don't know. I can just speak to how we ate. Kids ate out of pie pans. You didn't get no plate. Kids ate out of pie pans. You ate Thanksgiving, you ate holiday meals out of a pie pan. Right. Grown-ups got to sit in the kitchen. You know, you got your food and you went and sat on the front porch and, you know, you laugh and talk, you know. And just like people like would find it odd that we didn't talk at the dinner table.
Right.
No, you didn't talk at the dinner table. You had something, you got up, you ate, and then you got up and talked. And maybe that's why I eat so fast. Because I always wanted to talk. So Barney and Mary wasn't playing that sitting at the dinner table.
Right.
But I would relive, you know, probably one Christmas. My grandfather's still alive. My grandmother's still alive. All my uncles that have passed and my aunts that have passed are still alive. But I want my grandfather to be alive just so he can see what me and my brother became. That's it. Obviously, my dad wasn't around. He would call, and people often ask why you don't really talk about your dad. I said, like, I love my dad. Hell, I named my son after my dad. And I know my dad loved me, my brother, my sister. But I think my dad was embarrassed. Because I don't think he became what he thought he could become. And he thought that we would be embarrassed of him. My dad drank a lot. And my dad died at the age of 39. And he had brothers that two of them didn't make it. If they made it to 50, they barely made it to 50. And so I think for me, to see, I would want to take my dad to the game because he wasn't a part of that celebration, but I would want my dad to go to a game. I would like for him to go to a game when I became the player that I became, Ocho. Even though that's not a family moment, I would like for him to go to a game and be on the sidelines to see his son, his baby boy, who I look exactly like my dad.
Yeah.
Let him see that.
Yeah.
But for my grandfather to be there that raised and instill what he instilled in my brother and myself, and to like, I could just imagine. Now, don't think he gonna treat us different because we got some money, Ocho, because that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Barney Party doesn't care. He didn't care about no money. He didn't care about nothing. He was built on respect.
Yeah.
He was built on that. And you know, hey, he called you, hey boy, yes sir. Hey, come turn this TV. Huh? We be outside playing basketball, Ocho. Hey, one of you fellas come turn the TV. You mean to tell me you can't get up and take 3 steps and turn the TV? But I missed that, Ocho.
Yeah,
I missed that. I do.
I had that opportunity. It's so funny now that you mentioned having the opportunity to have him come to a game. My old boy did 23 years in the Feds, so he was never there when I was a child. Never there as a child. And you know the chat is social media is really good. I
Right.
can't remember what he went in for. Chat. If y'all can refresh my memory, because I was a child. My father's name, Sam Brown Sr. I think he got out maybe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2009. And my grandma and my mama was like, why are you trying to reconcile? Why are you even trying to meet whoever your father may be? I say, listen, I just want to know who he is. I want to sit down and talk to him. You know, I want him to come check out a game. I want him to see what his son has become. I don't want to hold that hatred that you guys might have for him. And I'm not like that just because, you know, you wasn't here. They want me to hold that same disdain and distaste that they have for him.
Animosity that they have for him.
And it just wasn't in me. It wasn't in me because I was so curious. You know, I was so curious as to who my father was. Man, he got out the Feds, man. Had the opportunity to meet him, had the opportunity to sit down with him. I learned that he liked cigars. He liked tobacco, liked smoking out of a pipe. He came and watched me in New England when I was in New England. I think that was 2011. And I think he passed away. He passed away from prostate cancer. And he refused treatment too, Unc. He refused to get treatment.
It's one of the most curable.
Yeah.
When detected earlier. I got diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2016, Ocho.
Yeah.
Did a routine going in like, hey, I was going to take the job at Fox.
Yes, sir.
It was my time. I started getting checked in my 30s, Ocho, because of my family history. Like I said, my dad died at 39. Two of my dad's brothers barely made the age of 50. One died in his 40s. One died in his early mid 40s, and the other died in his late 40s, maybe made 51. And so I started getting checked. And the guy, Dr. Vanderquala, I never forget. He's like, well, you know, since you moving, you know, you going to LA, won't you just come in and get this, you know, get your routine, get your colonoscopy, and I'm sure there's nothing fine. You seem healthy. I knew something, Ocho, was wrong, because normally when I do this, he would call me. Hey, everything looked great. Your labs came back. Your PSA is fine, blah, blah, blah. This time, he didn't call me. There was a lady called. And she asked, is this Mr. Sharpe? So, you know, like, yeah, hello, yeah. She's like, I want to talk to you about your labs with your colonoscopy. Like, okay, why didn't Dr. Vanderquala call me? She's like, well, this is my purview. Like, oh Lord. Now they're getting all scientific, Ocho. Now it's your purview.
Hey, don't give me them goddamn big words, man. Shoot it to me straight now, like we on the corner now.
So he got prostate, cancer. We're gonna monitor it. It's in the early stages. We don't think, but we're just gonna monitor it. We'll check back with you in a couple of months. Go back in a couple of months. This was like I left in August, so I got this test in July. Results got back the beginning of August. There's like October, November. It had progressed, and there's like, well, first chance you get, well, hey, I couldn't take any time off. I said the earliest I'm gonna be able to get there is February. Got there February. They got me in, did what they needed to do, and they're like, I was like, y'all, hold on. They talk about removing the prostate. That's what mess with your meat. No, y'all ain't moving nothing. Ain't nothing. Whatever God gave me, I'm gonna keep it. I got my tonsils. I got my wisdom teeth. I just got my wisdom teeth removed, Ocho, a couple of years ago. Nah, y'all ain't touching nothing. So they gave me some options of what they could do, Ocho.
Right.
I was like, I want to go with the less invasive one we can possibly do.
Right.
And so I had to get blood work drawn for like every 6 months for like 2 years, and I've been in remission ever since. But man, Boy, you don't want that call, Ocho, man. It's just like, man, your heart dropped.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this lady being all professional. Dr. Banner quality, he'd be like, we talked about things, he got a family, he watched sports, he knew who I was. Yeah. I had built up a rapport with him. And so I felt very comfortable. This is a lady. I'm like, why you talking like this, lady? But yeah, man. But it's a very curable when you get screened. Talk to your doctor, you get screened early. Because a lot of times, Ocho, man, look here. Yeah, a lot of times we, especially black men,
I done been through it now.
God got to be sitting at the foot of the bed before we go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God, I saw God at the foot of the bed last night. He told me to come in here. Man, you doubled up, you coughing, man. But now I go, hey, all that money I pay for insurance, man, I sneeze. I'm up in urgent care.
Yeah.
It's maybe your allergies. I don't know. Give me something for the allergies. This high-ass deductible and premium I'm paying. Let me feel like I'm getting my money's worth. Zelda 2997. Hey, Unc Ocho, happy holidays to you both. My question is, where in the world would you like to see an NFL international game? This does not include the one that we've seen recently in Mexico, UK, Brazil. My pick would be Japan. Now, they have played preseason games in Japan. I want to say I'm going to go Dubai.
Dubai is a good one.
But you're going to have to play that thing in the winter. Somebody got to hold off to the winter because you take your ass into the summer. Unless they're going to air condition, unless it's indoors, Ocho. Because you remember they had the World Cup and how they had to wait to the fall or the winter because it was 122, 125. So, yeah, for me, I think Dubai. I would like to see a game in Dubai.
Yeah, that's a good one. Dubai is a good one as far as, from a revenue and economic standpoint when it comes to the NFL. And bottom line always being about making money. I think that would be a great move for them.
What about Africa? Joburg, Kenya, Nigeria.
It depends on
Botswana, where. Mozambique, Ethiopia.
Yeah, it depends on
Tanzania.
It's NFL now. It has to make sense here. It has to make sense here. It has to make sense financially. If it doesn't make sense financially,
well, they have a game in Africa. I'm going. I'm gonna tell commish. I'm saying I need to be there. I need to be there, commish. I say I ain't never. I say I played a long time. I've been retired, and I've never asked you for anything. But I'm gonna call it a favor. I'm gonna call it another favor too early in about another week or two. But I want to go. I want to go to Africa. I want to be a liaison.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I want to do. So my vote is Dubai and Africa. Patterson Yazzie said, "Merry Christmas, Nightcap, Unc Ocho. I got a Nightcap hoodie and a T-shirt. I hope you got. I hope all you got what you wanted. I didn't make it to the matching pajamas stage. All I wanted was the Cowboys. All I wanted was for the Cowboys to pull through, but we didn't. Patterson, I tried to save you. I could. You won't. You won't. I'm trying to help you, but you won't. You don't want help.
He wanted to pull through after all this time."
Hey, he talking about like they on life support. I was hoping they pulled through. They were. And what you call them, pull the plug. The Commanders pulled the plug on them. Because once the Commanders won, that gave them 10 wins. The Cowboys, they went out, they could only get to 9.
Yep.
Blue coop. I don't know what to tell them. Joaquin Pickett says, "Can y'all shout out my girlfriend, Dr. Mean, for buying me tickets to the New Orleans show for Christmas?"
Hey.
We sure can. Doc. Oh, your girlfriend, Dr. Her name is Dr. Mean. Thank you. Appreciate that for buying Joaquin tickets to come see us. We greatly appreciate your support. Hopefully you'll be there with him, and we're going to have a great time. It's going to be a nightcap that you guys will not forget. You'll remember this. We're going to have lots of fun. We got some guests lined up. Obviously, I tell you one, Coach Prime going to be there.
Hey.
He was the first one that we reached out to. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. So go ahead and get your tickets, and That's it. What else we got? That's it. Wow, that was a very, very fast show. Thank you guys for joining us. Oh, my bad. We would have. That was a fast show. We're about real fast. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is Liberty City's own Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Do us a favor. Make sure you check out Shay by Laportier. The holidays, celebrate. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shay by Laportier? Now, if you currently live in a city or a state and you don't have Laportier or you're not close to a city or a state, you can order it and we'll get it right to you. And please drink responsibly. Please go follow my media company on all of its platforms. That's Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. Our newest release dropped last month. We've got T-shirts and sweats, as well as stocking stuffers such as beanies, koozies, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so please make sure you get yours while supplies last. Everyone should be receiving their orders Monday, Tuesday. Obviously, today was a holiday, Thursday, Friday, so hopefully all shipments will be received by the end of the week. Thank you again for your support. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop, are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February 6th in New Orleans. You don't want to be there. Like I said, we got guests lined up. What are y'all doing? I said, oh, you don't want to miss it. My bad. Because Coach Prime is going to be one of our main guests. I've already talked to him about that. But we got a lot of guests because it's a big time show. We're going to have a lot of people down there. We're going to try to get some of the local celebs to join in. Can't tell you who all, but I promise you, you don't want to miss this. So we've been nominated for 2 Sports Podcast Awards, Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Please make sure you go vote for us. The link is pinned at the chat, and the social pages, and in all of our bios. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry dominated as the Baltimore Ravens move atop the AFC North with a 31-2 victory over the Houston Texans. Lamar Jackson did not have to throw many times. He only threw 15 times, but 10 completions, 168 yards, 2 touchdown passes. He had 87 yards rushing on 4 carries, including 1 run of 48 yards for a touchdown. Derrick Henry was Derrick Henry, 148 yards rushing, 27 carries, and a touchdown. So they moved to atop to the AFC North with a win. The Steelers lost to the Kansas City Chiefs by the score of 29-10. Patrick Mahomes had his best day, one of his best days this year. Most complete game for the Chiefs, if you ask me. Patrick Mahomes, 29-38, 320, 3 touchdowns, no sacks, clean game, no turnovers. Kelsey had a touchdown, Worthy had a touchdown, Justin Watson had a touchdown, and the defense forced a costly interception by Russell Wilson, and they forced a fumble on the tight end, Pat Freiermuth, as they dominate the Steelers 29-10, clinch home field throughout the AFC playoffs and the number 1 seed. They moved to 15-1. It's by my guesstimation, knowing Andy how he was, that he will rest his starters next week, as many of those starters as he possibly can, considering you can't rest everybody because you'll only probably have 8 offensive linemen. So a lot of guys are going to have to play for a period of time. And with that being said, I don't think you're going to see Patrick Mahomes. So whatever Patrick Mahomes numbers he ended with, those are the numbers that he's going to end with. Thank you guys again for joining us. Y'all know me. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We will see you tomorrow night after Thursday Night Football. Again, thank you for spending your Christmas with us. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. We're out.